Welcome to the 2016 Rally America National Championship, where the best stage rally drivers compete on some of the toughest stage roads in North America. Over 8 rounds of racing through the snow, mud, dust, and forest. Airing coast to coast across the United States, only one radio show is bringing you the action. This is Rally America Radio, powered by the Down and Dirty Radio Show, and we're your home for coverage of the 2016 Rally America National Championship. Game on. All right. Welcome back to Rally America Radio, coming at you from first service park and only service park, day number 2 here at the 2016 Sno Drift Rally, round 1 of the Rally America National Championship. Lots of action out on stage, to say the least. We're 6 stages deep, including 2 super specials here. Speaking of super specials, my apologies to those of you tuned into Rally America's Periscope. Last year we had some pretty decent internet access out there at the super special. This year, non-existent. So my apologies to you guys that were tuning in there. We thought we would have enough internet access, but literally things were just dead there, so no access. So my apologies to you, but we will bring you all the storylines, all the coverage here at the first service, and we're going to cruise around here at the service park, start catching up with some of these drivers. A pretty decent long service. As soon as this is over, they go out. 5 more stages. There's a fuel stop mixed in between, but definitely a grueling day here. 11 total stages at the Sno Drift Rally. So we're going to cruise around here and see who we can catch up with, see if we can get some stories. Have heard that Bucky Lassick is out of the rally, but out with an asterisk. Bucky, looks like he and Craig Drew had a 100-mile-an-hour off earlier today, broke or bent up one of the control arms. Sounds like they're going to be able to make repairs. Bucky may re-enter the rally as an exhibition, just to do some few stages for the fans. We don't quite know. We haven't heard an official ruling. I know they're trying to get the car back here to the service park. It's not here yet. And I'm sure they'll deal with Rally America and figure out what's best for not only Subaru and Bucky, but the organization as well. I know there's word that he might, there's word he might not, and a lot of it depends once they get it back to service and are able to look at the car and see what repairs need to be made. So hopefully we can catch up with Bucky at some point during the service, if and when he gets in here, or possibly Craig Drew, but we're going to see if we can catch up with some of the leaders. All right, we're catching up here with Cameron Steely, pulling into service. Looks like you're going to get your lunch on here in a minute, but how's everything looking out there?
Pretty good so far. Well, I had a little bit of trouble. Intercom system didn't work the entire loop, so that was a little rough. But co-driver just yelled at me, hit me a few times to slow me down. But other than that, everything's going pretty good. Taking a nice conservative approach today, keeping it on the road. We had a 5.5-minute lead going to the last loop, so I think we're good to go. And as long as we keep up the pace, we'll be fine.
Knock on wood, but a lot of the cars coming in, bumpers are looking munched and everything else. Your car's looking pretty sharp, buddy.
Yeah, thanks. I've been doing pretty good. We've clipped a couple snowbanks, kind of used them to nudge us back on the road, but for the most part, been keeping it clean. I got into one snowbank. I was a little nervous. Saw a tree branch sticking out, pretty good size. I was like, ooh, that might hurt, but we got out in time, so.
Well, it seems like, last night things were really icy. I mean, really iced over. And, it seems like today, things have warmed up a little bit. Has that affected things out there?
Yeah, it has. We went out on ice tires, and, it's been doing pretty good in some of the spots, but then it's getting chewed up in other spots, so it's not as much grip. But overall, I think we're just going to stick with the ice tires, take the conservative choice. Maybe the snow tire might be a little better, but when we hit the icy spots, we want to make sure we have that ice tire.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, Cameron. We'll catch up with you later, hopefully at the finish.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. We got Brent and Kelly here finishing up the first 6 stages of the day. Sounds like you guys having some minor issues with the transmission, but nothing major, huh?
Yeah, the car popped out of 5th gear a few times, so we just kind of changed the oil precautionary to take a look at it. Didn't find a whole lot there, so we're just going to keep on keeping on and do what we can. We did bump up to 4th place this morning. Ting Wu had a little off, so he lost some time. But we're also taking a little bit of time out of Fatella, but he's so far ahead of us, there's really no chance that we can attack. So it's just kind of keep our same pace and inch some time out of him, keep the pressure on, see if some of the guys up front will make a mistake.
That being said, looking at conditions out there, things have warmed up. How are the roads?
It's interesting. It's the last stage we had a lot more exposed dirt, which I totally did not expect here at all. So it's going to be interesting to see, especially on this ranch stage, since it's not a real public road, it's a private road. So it's going to be tricky. It's just a gamble out here.
All right, well, thanks a lot, Brenton. We'll let you enjoy the rest of your service.
Awesome, thank you.
All right, we've got Kiana here, catching up with her. First service, how were the first 6 stages?
First 6 stages went well. First 3 found where we could pick up a little bit of speed the next time through, and the second time around the loop we picked up 40 seconds and then 40 seconds again, so it's going good.
Yeah, do you feel like the B-Spec car may be at a little advantage here? I know a lot of these guys are struggling with more horsepower just spinning the tires.
Not sure it's a bit of an advantage. I'm definitely taking my driving back, and with the turbo car, which I'm completely not used to driving on ice, I'm struggling to adjust.
How were the 2 super specials?
2 super specials went well. Quick but fairly rough, so I know a lot of people are having some mechanical issues.
All right, well, thanks a lot, and we'll let you enjoy the rest of your service.
All right, great, thanks.
All right, we've got Jordan Guitar here with the Honda Fit factory HPD program. How's everything looking for you guys?
So far, we're holding up pretty well today. Being that some of it's melting now, it's getting a little slick, but most of the cars are kind of churning it down to some dirt and gravel, so we're getting a little grip now.
Yeah. Well, and it seems like, years past under this Fit and James behind the wheel, it seems like, these snowy conditions, with the power in that, it seems like it fits a pretty solid ride here in these conditions.
Yeah, in general, the Fit's a momentum car, so these events, that's definitely more important. So, we're just keeping it going here. When these tires are holding up great, they're wearing well, and they got a lot of traction, so doing pretty good.
Yeah. So, we've got about 5 stages left here to finish things up. What are the plans for the next 5 stages?
I think the next 5 stages, we're going to be right on the edge of pushing it and trying to keep it on the road so we can make it to the finish. We got a few issues right now. We're kind of like holding it together, but I think we'll be all right.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, Jordan. We'll let you get back to service.
Thank you very much.
All right. We got Troy Miller here. Car looking good. Sounds like talking with your co-driver a little bit earlier. You guys had a puncture, but able to get it changed on transit.
Yeah, it was a tight one. I think it was like 5 minutes from the finish to the start of the next stage, and very, very tight. Thankfully, Lachlan spotted the flat tire as we were pulling up, and he ran over and started helping, and just couldn't have done it without Lachlan. So big thanks to him.
So that being said, the first six stages, how did everything go?
Great. It felt smooth. We kept it pretty clean. No close calls. Just had fun out there, and I think we held our spot pretty well. We picked up a little more time on the car behind us, so we should have second secured as long as we can keep it clean on these next stages. Yeah.
Speaking of that, with the sun coming out, it sounds like things are melting. I know talking to some of the drivers, there was actually some gravel peeking through at times. What are the plans the next 5 stages?
Yeah, we want to preserve the tires. We were shredding the rear tires a little bit on some of that gravel, some chunks taken out of them. It's interesting because our notes in recce said icy in spots, and now the ice is melting and it's turned to gravel. So we're trying to figure out where to take the ice and where to take, where it's going to be grippy.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, Troy, and good luck the rest of the rally.
Thank you.
All right, we got Lachlan O'Sullivan, current leader. How's everything going through 6 stages today?
Good, clean. Those last couple of stages were fantastic. So much fun. Just real tight threes linking into each other, so you're just able to use the momentum, just smack that back end around right into the next one. Bunch of spectators out there just hollering it up. You can almost hear the cowbells out there. Super cool. Can't wait for Bonfire Alley tonight, where they just blow up these big bonfires out there in the dark. Can't wait.
Yeah, well, I know you gotta get going, but gotta give you props. From what I understand, quite the sportsman out there. Props to you for helping out. One of your competitors.
Oh yeah, thanks. I came into service and I told my crew chief Whiskers that we had changed a tire, and he was looking all over the car for the bad tire. And we helped our buddies out, Troy. He didn't lose any time, thank goodness. There's very short transits in between, so we all got to help each other out there just to make sure we don't lose too much time on the transits.
All right, I know you got to go. Thanks a lot, Lachlan.
Thanks, Jim.
All right, bouncing through service here, we spot Steve LaRosa. How's everything going out there, Steve?
Good. It started off really well. We caught a couple cars on the first 2 stages, and we started like 26 on the road, and I think we're in the teens now. So we're moving up, and we're just going to keep plugging away. It's going to get icy here in a couple hours. We're thinking it's going to get icy, but it really thawed out for the second passes on those stage, and you could tell that the grip was kind of coming in. It wasn't as slick as it was the first time through. But, like Allison said, we're just going to keep plugging away, not take too many chances. And by doing that this morning, we moved up some positions. So.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting conditions, talking about that. Sun's coming out, things are melting, it's going to get cold tonight and refreeze, and definitely got to throw a wrench in plans.
Yeah, we're going to check our tires because we can change the tires at the fuel service. So we're going to give them a little bit of a check before we go into the last 3 stages at night, and then maybe play with some pressures at the start of Bonfire Alley, because that's real fast and real straight, and I want to make sure we have some good grip there.
All right, well, thanks a lot, Steve. We'll let you get back to service.
Thank you, Jim. Appreciate it.
All right, we continue moving through service. We've got Ryan Millen here with the RAV4. How's everything looking?
Good. The conditions are definitely changing on the course. Finally, we're breaking down into the dirt, so I'm starting to feel a lot more comfortable. It's picking up. Still icy in spots, but, just having a blast.
Yeah, that's being said, with the gravel starting to peek through some of the snow and ice, that affecting your tire program at all?
Not too much. The tires we have I'm pretty happy with. No, it's just kind of driving what you can see and, listen to the pace notes. And they're certainly gripping better than an ice tire would, and we've got only the 2 options, a snow tire and an ice tire. So I'm pretty happy with it, though.
Yeah. 5 stages left. I mean, what are the plans for, for the finish?
Go fast, take a lot of chances. No, like you said, five more stages to go. It's been a long rally, and now's the time just to kind of not make any silly decisions, but we're still pushing to try and see if we can make anybody else, make any mistakes, and obviously not mistakes for us, but you just keep pushing on.
All right, well, thanks a lot, Ryan.
Thank you, sir.
All right, catching up here with Peter Fratella. Take us through the opening stages. Still, car looks good.
Yeah, but we still 3rd overall. But now after the service, we have all oil gone from right rear shock, so that's not going to be good especially for the wrench stage. But this is what it is. We go in and hopefully we will be on the finish line 3rd overall like we are right now.
Yep. Yeah, that definitely going to make things tough and exciting with a few stages left to go. Any adjustments you can make to the car to kind of help with that?
No, I don't think so. We don't want to touch anything right now because that's going to be, again, something different. So we don't want to touch anything. Just we go whatever it is, we go.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, Peter. We'll catch up with you at the finish.
Yeah, thanks, man.
All right. So you want to talk about some storylines here at Sno Drift Rally with 5 stages left to go. You got Lachlan O'Sullivan and Scott Putnam, your leaders, getting out to help second place behind them change a tire so that they can both start so that second place Troy Miller can start the stage on time and not take a penalty. And then you've got 3rd place Peter Fratella, who doesn't have any shock oil in the right rear of his car. And then you've got the guy behind him, Brenton Kelly, who's got problems with 5th gear in his transmission and had a few metal shavings in the oil when they drained it. And then you go down to 2-wheel drive, and you've got Cameron Steele, who super rallied, who is now in the lead. And then you've got the B-Spec of Guitar in 2nd, then 3rd place La Rosa, and then Millen, who spent 12 minutes in the snowbank yesterday. He's in chomping distance for a podium behind La Rosa. And then mixing it all in, 2nd in B-Spec, and she's right behind Millen and La Rosa, is Kiana Erickson-Chang. I don't know. You want to talk about some wild and crazy storylines here. Not to mention we've got 2 super production cars leading the rally overall, and the open class are in 3rd and 4th position. It's madness. It's nuts. And not only that, we had freezing temperatures yesterday, snow all over the place, ice everywhere. The sun comes out. It's melting the ice. Now there's gravel. Guys are shredding their snow tires and ice tires. But all that water, now it's getting night, it's going to refreeze, cause ice again. I don't know what the heck's going to happen. Hang tight, grab your seat. These next 5 stages, I have no idea what's going to happen. And not only that, we got Bucky Lassick, who still hasn't come into service, and we don't know what's up with that car either. it's shaping up to be a Sno Drift Rally for the record books here in Michigan. So Rally America Radio will have full coverage of that. Follow our social media accounts at Rally America on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, rally-america.com. You can get all the updates. And those of you just looking for timing and scoring, go to rallyam.com. That's rallyam.com. It's the easiest, quickest place to get updates on just timing and scoring here at the Sno Drift Rally. So I'm your host, Jim Beaver. We'll be bringing you podium interviews tonight. I have no idea at this point who's going to be on the podium, who's going to survive this madness, but rest assured, Rally America Radio has you covered. We'll see you at the finish here as we wind things down at the 2016 edition of the Sno Drift Rally, round one of the 2016 Rally America National Championship.